Hello and welcome to the gameplay video of the prototype of a new game as part of a group project that I did with Omar for Gamma 1003. This is a stealth game that utilizes a box to block light and to use as cover. You'll see these cameras if we are in the darkness. They won't really see us, and if we walk in front of them, it'll start a timer counting down to 0 and we'll get our game over screen. We can pick up and move our box, and the objective is to get to the end of a level undetected with our box in hand. After the first corridor, we're met at a crossroads, and we can see that we have a locked door here, so we can't really get past. So our only option is to go left to find our second security measure that we'll have to evade, which is the lasers. But given that you're holding your box all the time, you might not notice this pitfall, which sort of kicks you into this vent sort of server room area. We made this game with the intent to be like a military base. So this like low lighting, very almost futuristic looking area really fit well. There are two ways to complete this room. One going above to the left if you didn't fall down with your box, and one to vault on your box if you do have it. This allows you to do some parkour over the pillars and avoid the laser grid maze that is over there. But ultimately this is a punishment room, so yep, you just get kicked right out at the beginning. So we have to avoid this camera for a third time. Well, not that we avoided it the first time. Cutting away to show you the functionality of the lasers. They're not going to trigger for the box, but when you walk into them, the alarm blares, gives you a second to realize, and you get the game over. And now we can attempt this area again. So there's our pitfall. We put our box down and jump over it. You can get over the lasers, and we can use the circuit box to disable all of the security measures for a limited amount of time. But if we are vigilant, we can see that key there, pick it up and drop it off at this door, and that's just gonna swoop up. We can go back and retrieve our box and see what we unlocked in that new room. This is a warehouse-like area. Lots of cameras, lots of bright spots, lots of dark spots. So what we can do here is vault up, pick up our box again, get a good view of the area. The ability to take a good long view of the area that you're not aware of was a pillar of our design. And here I really like the lighting which is pouring through these windows. But we keep going. Avoid this camera because we're in the dark. Sliding underneath this light. And we find another circuit box. We know that the cameras have stopped moving when they stop swiveling. That's lets us get into this room, which would be where a collectible is hidden. But we hadn't gone around to doing like other levels and the hub world. But after we go through that, we can progress the regular way. Yeah. Circuit box doesn't last forever, so we're gonna have to do this again. Vote over, disable, and retrieve our box. Here we are taught that we can use our box to get past these cameras that are in the bright area by blocking the light. See, our light sensor at the bottom is right at the minimum. We can go up here. We can have a little look at the next room that we're going to be in from a safe area. It's a office type building with like these little cubicles kind of. They need like, yeah, office space. And we see all of the lights are low down to the ground, which is something we can exploit, but we can't see the circuit box. This circuit box, however, is for these cameras. So swivel is stopped. So we can go back and pick up our box and attempt this new room. And to avoid these cameras, so we can block the light here. Camera over here, camera over there, camera on the far wall. Just need to block the light where we can. Stick to the shadows. And here we see our circuit box, but that camera will always be looking at it. There's no chance of us sneaking underneath it. But we do have a light source over here, so we can just sneak our box there. And then disable all of these cameras. Yep. And then pick up our box. Finally, we're at this room where we have a pedestal for our box, which will end the level. Thank you for watching. That's been Project Cardboard Box, as we are calling it. And yeah.